Let's talk about goal setting, but maybe not in the way you're used to. Forget the to-do list for a second. What if we thought about it as an internal journey, a path to becoming the person you really want to be? Turns out there's a real blueprint for that, a way to turn a simple wish into your new reality.
We all have them, right? Those daydreams, those things we wish we could do or change. But what's the magic ingredient? What is the spark that takes a vague hope from just floating around in your head and makes it something you can actually touch and feel?
You know, the thinking behind this whole explainer puts it in a way I just love. This quote, it completely reframes everything. It's not about some finish line out there. The real journey is inward. And on that path, your goals, they're your compass.
And for any journey, what's the first thing you need? A map, right? You've got to have a clear destination. So that's what we're diving into first, getting crystal clear on where you're headed and actually truly committing to the trip.
I mean, without that clear direction, we're really just wandering around. But when you set a well-defined goal, it's like a powerful signal to your brain. It says, hey, pay attention. This is what matters now. It's the difference between just drifting and moving forward with purpose.
So how do we get that clarity? Well, one of the most tested frameworks out there is the SMART method. Think of it like a checklist that forces you to get real. Is your goal specific? Can you actually measure it? Is it achievable for you right now? Is it relevant to your life? And crucially, does it have a deadline? Is it time-bound?
Let me show you what I mean. I want to get fit. That's a wish. It feels good to say, but where do you even start? Now compare that to, I will do 10 push-ups 3 times a week for the next month. See the difference? That's a target. You know exactly what success looks like every single day.
And here's a pro tip that sounds small but is a huge deal. Don't just think it, ink it. When you physically write down your goal, especially starting with the words, I will, something shifts. It stops being a floaty idea and becomes a contract with yourself. It's real.
Okay, so you've got a clear, written goal. That's fantastic. But now we hit the part where most journeys stall out before they even begin, closing that massive gap between having a good intention and actually, doing the thing.
There's this incredibly powerful technique for this called if-then planning. It's kind of like a cheat code for your brain because it automates your behavior. You decide ahead of time exactly what you're going to do and when. You're basically taking willpower out of the equation. Here's what it looks like in practice. You create a tiny script in your head. If it's 7 a.m., that's your cue, then I will walk for 15 minutes. That's your action. Boom. There's no debate, no should I or shouldn't I. The decision's already made. You just do it.
So we've got the what and the how. That's the strategy. But to make any of this stick for the long haul, we have to talk about the why. A great plan is one thing, but without a deep personal reason driving you, it's just words on a page. So you really have to ask yourself this.
The best kind of fuel is the kind that comes from within you. It turns out we're all wired with these 3 core psychological needs. Does your goal help you feel more competent, like you're getting better at something? Does it make you feel more connected to other people or a bigger purpose? Does it give you a sense of control, of autonomy? When your goal checks one of these boxes, it's not a chore anymore. It's part of who you are.
All right, you're off and running. You've got your plan, you've got your why. But we all know that any real journey has its tough spots. The long, boring stretches and the unexpected bumps in the road. This next part is all about building momentum and learning how to handle those obstacles.
So let's imagine your big goal is to write a book. Okay, day 1, you sit down, you write 1 page. That's it. The journey has officially begun. Then, the next day, you write another page. Now, you might look at that and think, it's just page 2. No. That is a mini personal record. Celebrating these tiny wins is absolutely crucial. They are the proof that you're moving forward, and that proof builds the momentum you need to keep going.
You know what else works wonders? Making your progress visible. It sounds so simple, but think about getting a little punch card. Every time you do your daily task, write that page, do those push-ups, you punch a hole. That simple act creates this satisfying visual chain that you won't want to break. It's tangible proof you're showing up for yourself.
Now let's be real for a second. You are going to miss a day. You're going to hit a snag. It is going to happen. And this is the exact moment where so many people just give up. The absolute key is to change how you see it. A setback isn't a failure. It's just a detour.
So when you hit that detour, don't spiral. Just follow these 3 simple steps. First, just pause. No judgment. Then, get curious. Ask yourself, what actually got in my way?
And finally, use that new information to adapt your plan. See? This isn't quitting. It's just smart navigating.
And there you have it. When you put it all together, this is your blueprint. Number 1, you clarify with SMART goals. 2, you commit by writing it down. 3, you plan your actions with an if-then statement. 4, you find your fuel by aligning with your why. 5, you build momentum by celebrating all those mini wins. And 6, you stay on track by treating setbacks as detours.
So the blueprint is yours now. The entire framework for taking a wish and turning it into a concrete, actionable plan is right here. The only thing left is to start. So take a second and really think about it. What's the first goal you're going to set today?